music fans, welcome to my channel. My name is Caeser Pink.
Let your mama down. Let your mama down. Let your mama down. Baby, please.
Today we're here with my friend Jill Linta.
Hi.
And she chose for me to watch Fiona Apple's version of Across the Universe. So, what made you want to share this song?
Well, I just started watching the beginning of the video and I really liked it for the times we live in today, because she's trying to sit peacefully with her headphones and just keep her calm and her mental health. During these times, there's a whole bunch of men kicking things and knocking things down, and I was thinking, wow, doesn't that represent today? Everybody hating on everyone. And it really I watched about a minute of it, and I thought of the White House on January 6th. And when I watched that, I was absolutely disgusted because, as I used to be a green hat with the National Lawyers Guild, which was, we would watch protests. So I've been to a lot of protests, and some of them were very scary and violent. They were white supremacists, things like that.
Now explain what your purpose was when you went to just watch them.
Okay, so our role was to just be watchers. We had notepads. We took notes on everything we watched. The basic idea was, if something violent were to happen, or something like if there was police violence or the other way, or our notes could be subpoenaed. Important. So we weren't there to get involved. We did not get in between anything. We just wrote it all down. And just from my experiences with that, and watching with the white supremacists at our state capitol in Harrisburg, there were snipers on the roofs and everything around the Capitol. It was crazy. But so then when I was at home watching the footage of January 6th, I'm like, where are the police? Because there were mounted police in Harrisburg because they were worried about violence. And I'm just sitting there watching it and nothing was happening. And it was infuriating. It was infuriating to everyone, I understand that, but it was especially infuriating to me as someone that has watched protesters, know what they can do, know what they can't do, know what the line usually is with the police to step in, watching people walking through the gates and nothing happening, like, oh, come on in, take down the...
Now, did you have any hint that was going to happen beforehand?
What?
The riots?
In D.C. or...
Jan 6th.
Of course not, no.
See, I did.
Why? How?
Because they were talking about it. I knew it was coming. I didn't, 100% of course, but I was expecting it. I thought the day was the day before, so I turned on the news looking for it, but I turned it off. It was going to be the day tomorrow, so I turned it on that day expecting it to happen, and it happened. Because if you were, I monitor a lot of right-wing media, and that goes for like the big media outlets to the nuts who film little videos like this in their car. So I completely expected it, but I was still, like, as you say, shocked and disgusted. It was just...
So if you knew about it, how did the police not know?
I don't know. That's exactly what I kept thinking. Like, how were they not... Like, how could this be so spoken about in open forums on the internet, and them not know what was going to happen? It's mind-boggling.
Yeah, and another thing, I'm going to get really political here because that's my thing. But I remember sitting there thinking, oh my God, if they were black people, they would have been shot on sight.
Yeah.
And they're just opening the gates for them.
Good old boys don't mean anyone no harm.
Ooh, okay.
Now, another thing I want to throw in, now that protest, or whatever you call it, the white supremacist thing that happened in Harrisburg, I actually used some of their speech in a track in our album. This track is called America, Where Are You? It's mainly an instrumental track. It's just drums and the incredible Reeves Gabrels playing a solo. And then I just put clips of the different types of hate you hear in our culture. And one of the clips I used was from that particular event.
Have you sent that to me?
That sent you the CD, but you would have listened to it and just never known. But well,
did you make a video?
Well, what I did, I didn't make a video, but when I chose the clips, I made them from videos that I found in YouTube, and I saved the videos thinking someday I'm either going to want to make a video or use it as projection on a live situation where you would hear the voices and they'd be coming from the original video. And we'll play just a little clip of that here.
Went back because you're an immigrant. Ain't no ticket. You wild, thinking immigrant.
But let's go on to Fiona Apple. Let's listen to a little bit of this. And let me say one more thing, though. I have seen this video once, and I must not have been really engaging, because how you described it, I didn't get that at all. And when you're saying that, I'm like, wow, I really did not think this through.
Well, maybe we watched it at a different time in history.
Yeah.
Maybe,
yeah. Yeah, when I watched
it wasn't as much to tune out.
Yeah, I watched it just when it came out. But tell me also, have you been a fan of Fiona Apple throughout her career?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I wish she would tour again.
Yeah, I saw her on one of her tours. She was amazing. Yeah, I got into her. I was watching MTV and hating everything. Mm-hmm. Then one of her songs came on, one of the hits. And I forget what was going on. She'd be like leaning against a bed, but then she'd suddenly become like animate, like there was animation over her. And I remember sitting up oh my God, this is something different. You know what I mean? And on that first album, I really liked the two rock songs. I was so-so in the piano stuff. But throughout her career, her new album, not new anymore, but her most recent, Vegetable Color.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love that album. From the moment I heard it, I'm like, this is the best. It's just a fantastic raw. It doesn't, and she was very young when she got started, so what happens is they get these young people, producers come in and, they'll take what she wrote and then decide what instruments to put in and, they make it very polished. Her new album, her most recent album is not polished. It was done in her house.
You can hear recorded herself.
Yeah, you can hear the dogs bark, and they would use kitchen utensils for percussion, and it is a pretty brilliant album. But anyways, let's get to Across the Universe.
Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither while they pass, they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my open mind, possessing and caressing me. Nothing's gonna
there. How could I miss this? And I'm wondering, is there a second video? What I remember is her singing, and there's like stuff flying in the air around the room. Is that the same video, do you think?
I didn't watch any further than this.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I can't not think of the Capitol when I watch this.
Yeah. I mean, it's so... What's happening here is so forward. I don't know how I could have missed that if this is the video I watched.
And also that it's from like the 1950s, like with the...
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
when everything, we're supposed to make America great again, and
Yeah,
it's
this
like,
is the great.
this is the great.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah.
We want white guys destroying everything
Yeah.
that they don't like.
Yeah. Now, Fiona is a great lyricist, a really great lyricist. And she was really influenced by great poets. What's the famous black poet, female?
Maya Angelou?
Maya Angelou. She's influenced by Maya Angelou. Now, what that creates in her music is the meter of her lyrics can be very interesting because, poetry has more complex rhythms and meters, and she draws from that. Of course, she didn't write this song. Of course, the Beatles did, John Lennon, Bowie did a beautiful cover, but last night, Jill and I and Heather watched the movie Across the Universe, Julie Taymor directed, I have that right? And a great movie if you haven't seen it. It's really fun and deep and heavy,
Yes.
right? Yeah,
It has sections.
it's an emotional movie. I felt like a sucker last night. I've seen that movie many times, but at the very end where they're looking from building to building and then they go to close up of her, like, I really felt emotional for that.
Why?
I don't know, just like, it was so well edited and so well built up, like, you have the longing from building to building. And then when they zoom in on her, it just, like the romantic side of it got to me. But let's continue with Fiona.
Images of broken light which dance before me like a million eyes. They call me on and on across the universe. Thoughts meander like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make their way across the universe. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world.
Now, what I find interesting is her demeanor. Like, during the second verse, she was so understated that she really wasn't articulating her words very succinctly. But then when she starts turning upside down, you start getting a little bit of a smile. And then by the end of the verse, it's a pretty big smile.
Yeah.
And then when they get to the second chorus, she just has this like serenity. Like
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah, that to me seemed like we all need to go to a place like that. I do.
Yeah, no.
Most women do.
Well, just to keep her sanity these days,
I mean, she's listening to her headphones and all this chaos is going on around her, and
It's interesting.
she's just peaceful, and you just have to find somewhere within yourself to keep your sanity, and the fact that she smiles like that is hopeful.
Yeah. It's interesting. It looks like the headphones are even from the 1950s
That's
or
what I was
something.
thinking.
Interesting.
Yeah, and her voice is so beautiful, and the song is so beautiful,
Yeah.
and everything around her is not.
Yeah.
Some the shades of earth are ringing through my opened ears, inciting and inviting me. This undying love which shines around me like a million suns and calls me on and on across the universe. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world.
Let's not forget to mention that Fiona herself was really amazingly beautiful in her youth. But
She
this
still is.
But this is not a video that I saw before. The other video was black and white, and this song, but this is not that video.
Oh. This song just makes me hope. This video makes me feel hopeful. I mean, even after all the things happened, and you know, she got to the point where she could come back, like outrage fatigue.
Yeah.
I know I went through that, and for a long time, I'm still in it. Actually, I'm still in my headphones phase, where I try not to watch too much news. I don't want to know because it's overwhelming. And at the end, she takes off her headphones, and she's still smiling because she has her peace.
Yeah.
And then you notice at the end they leave.
Yeah.
So this too.
Yeah,
will
that's a
end.
great analysis of it. That's what you said about, fatigue. All my life I've been a news junkie and preached that everyone should be aware.
Mm-hmm.
But when Trump won this last time, there was only so much I could take. I will still read some headlines, but I don't consume it anywhere on any level like I used to. In my mind, I'm hunkered down trying to get through these 4 years.
I'm in the exact same position.
See if we come out of it still with a democracy and any freedom left.
I did everything I could after the first election. Everything I possibly could think of. And after this election, people are saying, hey, get back out in the streets. I'm like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I wonder what the background of this, was this attached to another project? What made her want to cover this? And
I have no idea.
I wonder if it was on any album. That was really, I watched this video and heard the song, and I was just like, oh, ho hum. But it wasn't this video. It was definitely a different video. But seeing it with this video made me appreciate what she did music a lot more. It's just because it was engaging. It threw me in. Very cool. And what are the lyrics to the song? Do you
No.
never really know what it's about?
No, I'm charging my phone, so I...
With Lennon, he was so abstract with his writing during that period that you just never know. Verse.
And she was saying, nothing's going to change my world.
Yeah.
And I was thinking maybe her inner world, with her headphones on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a couple things about Lennon's lyric writing. He could come up with these almost like slogans that he would use for the chorus line, and they were so, even like all you need is love. That's such a simple thing, but you know, as soon as you hear it, it's like you could put it on your bumper sticker and live by it, you know what I mean? And this is like that in a way. And words are flowing like endless rain into a paper cup. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my open mind. I'm bouncing around a little. Now, those guys were influenced by Eastern philosophy and Hinduism at that time. And I'm trying to think of the word. Samsara. There's a word samsara, which means samsara is actually the chaos of the world, the chaos of being bound to the desires and fears of your day-to-day life. And what they seek to do is have a part of themselves that pulls back from that samsara and finds that bit of inner peace like you're talking about. And I believe this song does have some like Hindu or some, at least some Indian lyrics in there. Yeah. I mean,
What is that?
yeah, I bet that's, you know, it's like a chant that they sing, like, Good day, love, something like that. But, you know, I've heard this song a million times. I've always enjoyed it. But now when I'm here looking at it and really thinking about it, I think it just brilliant lyrics, you know, just so powerful. And your description of it in a very practical way, you know, it was a great way to describe this thing, which is, you know, presented as a universal concept by the Hindus. But that concept has always been very important to me in my life. And I just a few years ago, I wrote a orchestra classical music piece called the Samsara Suites, and presented that as a dance piece that brought together traditional ballet with a modern Japanese form of dance called Buto.
For 4 years we have witnessed turmoil in our...
For us! They don't get to steal it from us. They don't get to tell us we didn't see what we saw. We were good people. The government did this to us. We were normal, good, law-abiding citizens. And you guys did this to us. We want our country back. We are protesting for our freedom right now. That's different.
Baby, you have to listen to me carefully. I'm on a plane that's been hijacked. I'm on the plane. I'm calling from the plane. I want to tell you I love you. Please tell my children that I love them very much. I love you. Bye.
You're gonna love your brand new car!
Never in my life did I ever think that I would be fighting for my breath. Something that we take for granted every day when we wake up.
Yeah, it's really an idea that's important to my life, and both these lyrics and her video and the amazing way she presented it really speak to me now that, and it's very interesting to me how I heard this song and watched a different video of it and just was not moved. I just didn't engage in it. But now when you brought it to me and I took the time to really engage in it, how much I love it.
See, and you just inspired me to think about it differently. I was looking at it from a personal level, from an American level, from a female level, but as a universal level too, because attachment leads to suffering.
Yeah.
So if you just disattach yourself from everything, then you'll have more peace.
And I feel like it's very important to my survival. Like I got into studying Hinduism and Buddhism when I was probably 19 or 20, and it really profoundly changed my life. But I mean, and I was like a very a person who really reacted and felt emotions to everything that was around me and how people dealt with me. So this like really gave me strength that I could be part of the world, but still have a part of myself that was in my own peace and strength. And that, you know, that's helped me survive through this life, was living that way, like of two minds. You know, I don't always achieve that, that's for sure, but it gives me a guiding post to try to achieve that's really helped me throughout my entire life.
Yeah, if you're reactive, then everyone else is controlling you.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, as kind of a rebel spirit my whole life, I eventually thought about what that, like, say somebody doesn't want you to do it, but you do it to assert your individuality, your freedom, or just to piss them off. But if you're in that place, you're still kind of being controlled by that dynamic. So
You're not doing it because you want to do it.
Yeah.
You're doing it for them.
Yeah. So it's really when you can just rise above all of that where you really achieve freedom, in my opinion. Anyways, very cool, Jill. Thank you for introducing me to that, making me think about it.
You're welcome.
And thank you for joining us. And I hope this meant something to you, and hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye. No, that was great.
Really good.
Yeah.